Hello and welcome to my channel Perfect Pastimes. My name's Amanda, my friends call me Amo. I live in Dorset in the southwest of England, and I live here with my husband and my 3 dogs, and they're all doing something suspicious in the kitchen. It's that time of year. I hope you've had a good week and you've all survived the storms as best you can. I've come through it with just quite a few branches down, nothing major thankfully. We've had some beautiful still days. The sun's come out today for the first time in a while, but it's been so still and quiet. It's almost been eerie. I've played a few rounds of golf and it's been lovely. It's not dropped below 6 degrees, so it's quite pleasant once you're underway. Just generally getting ready for Christmas, as I'm sure all of you are. This is my second Vlogvent. So Vlogvent 2, weekend 2 of the Advent season. So I thought I'd just catch you up with where I am with all my little bits and pieces. Okay, I can't remember if I told you I'd sent my daughter's partner his sweater, his slipover, which I'd made up. I'll just insert a quick picture here so that you can see it on him. He's over the moon with it and he's asked when he can have a jumper. Well, I've said he can go to the end of a rather long queue. Who knows, maybe. So that was well received, thankfully, and he can wear it as and when he likes now. It's that time of year where you want a jacket over something a little thinner than a jumper, I think. The next thing I will talk about are my Advents. I had my last Sunday I opened my 2 Advents. The Onling second week one came in this bag with its week 2 tag. This one, knitting is good for you, heavy on fibre. Not quite sure how that means, how that translates. Anyway, this week I got a lovely rescue hand cream. Well, it's a hands, feet, face and damaged skin by Lucia Care, which I think is a Danish brand. I've had their things before when I bought Onling before. And I had 3 balls of this Onling number 3 organic merino DK worsted weight, colour 117, fine merino. This is an organic fine merino, quite a dark Air Force blue, I'd call that. And the pattern this week was for the Ilsa mittens, which have got the fold over top. So there seems to be a reflection here and I'm not quite sure where it's coming from. The sun's just starting to come round, so I'll just pull the blind down. There, that's better. As I was saying, this is the Ilsa Ilsa mittens with the fold over top. So they will go into my little pile of Advents that I may get round to in the new year. I think that wool could be too nice to use for mittens, to be honest. It's 100% merino, but or maybe more prettier mittens. I mean, they're very pretty, but I fancy that they might need a little bit more flamboyancy, should we say. So that was my Onling Advent, which is one every week. The other weekly I got was the Lay Family Yarns Advent, and it's warm and comforting. And I showed you I started the cowl that came as a pattern from Amber O'Brien, I'm not quite sure, sorry. And I only used 3 of the colours. There were 8 colours and I only used 3, so I have these left over, which are more me colour. They're colours definitely I'd wear. So I've saved those, I put them aside. I still have a large amount of the floof left, so I could do myself a cowl. But the more pale colours, the pastel pinky colours, I was making into a cowl for my daughter, and I finished that. And I used all of the minis for this one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the minis in that all together, and I used a sort of half-ish, and then I knit until they were used up. And I literally have ½ metre of each mini left, all held with that floof. It's beautifully soft and wearable as a merino and silk Suri alpaca. So I can now pack that away for her Christmas gift, and I've shown you. She doesn't watch, so I'm safe with that. This week's Lay Family Yarns, I'm sure you've all seen it, is again a pair. If you haven't, you can look away now. Hot Chocolate at Christmas Market. 55 blue face Leicester, 45 silk, and 65 baby Suri alpaca, 35 mulberry silk. And that's the 2 colours. That floop is absolutely gorgeous. And it came with a matching pom-pom. I may use it to make a hat and put the pom-pom on. I don't generally go for pom-poms because my dog walking hat has a hood and the pom-pom gets stuck under the hood. But I could wear it with my normal coat. This is probably too good for dog walking anyway. Now Kelly does have a recipe for a hat that she uses, and if you have the Advent from her, she's willing to send you the recipe for a hat. They don't have a brim, and I personally prefer a fold-up brim. And I have this little booklet from Rowan. I know it's felted tweed, but it would give me the basics for a brimmed hat. And I could make up a pattern of my own anyway, I think. I'm sure there's others out there. I just like the big chunky brim on that. But as always, I will make it up as I go along and eventually get what I want out of it. So that was my 2 weekly Advents. The other Advent was the Blue Fern Yarn Daily. And I'm not sure where I've put that now. I've got it. I was hoping to keep up with this daily, but I haven't managed to. But I am totally fine with that. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I have got into a bit of a muddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got the 6 still on my cable. I am doing the calico quilt shawl. I'll put the details on the screen. There's 9 of these triangles on the first level, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, There we go. I've got one more to do on this top level. The colours of the fade are quite close together, so I've been alternating each colour each end, so they're not bang smack next to each other and too samey. But I'm enjoying that. That was 8. No, 7. This is 8. I'm having to keep them in the bags. Once they're rolled up, they haven't got their little tags on. That's 9. So 8 and 9. You can see how quite close together they are. I'm just going to pop them back in their bag so I don't muddle them. And here I have 10. These are okay because they say the number on the label. 10, 11, 12, 13, and today's 14. You can see how close some of those colours are, especially like those two. That's why I'm putting them at each end of the calico shawl. But I'm glad I've got the darker purples. These are so my colours, rich, lovely jewel colours. I'm glad I got the blues up near my face, as it were, if I'm wearing it as a proper shawl. These will probably be mostly in the next row. And then there are obviously 10 more to come down to the point. So I have a couple of balls to get on with there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 7 there. Sorry, I thought there was 8, but it's not. I'm about to start 8 on that one. So now I've got in a muddle with that. I'm enjoying how that's growing very much. So this afternoon I think I'll put 9 and 10 in. And rehang this up somewhere. And that is my advents. Oh, no it isn't. The other advent I have is Nana's Visit by Imagine Landscapes, Sarah Shearer of Imagine Landscapes. So if you're doing Nana, I'm just going to show you where I am with this one if you're not up to date with it. I've done up to clue 4. 5 came last night or the night before. I haven't done that yet. So if you don't want to see my Nana so far, you can look away now. That was clue 1 and 2, now finished and blocked. And this was clue 3, this was clue 4, joined on, and clue 5 I think comes further down. I'm not sure if it's clue 6 today or another day of rest with a recipe or a story. I have got a bit lost with all the Ravelry updates on this. I've had to ask for help a couple of times because Ravelry just I get very lost in Ravelry. Anyway, somebody else said it is a bit strange how they just pile the updates on top of each other and then it just looks like an explosion. It's quite a mess. But at the end, Sarah releases all the cleaned up patterns, all the mistakes are gone, all the updates are in order, and that will be nice and tidy then. So she will release it as a... Speaking of releasing of patterns, my Cornish Christmas socks pattern, somebody was asking about the pattern for that. If you go over to Stitches and Cream of Falmouth, they do have it in there, but she's only released them as kits at the moment, but the pattern is there in the kit. I did say I'd let you know, and it is now released. So that's my Nana's Visit. You can look back again now. Sorry, I've put her away. And speaking of gnomes, I did say I wanted to do one of these ones. Him. and that's what I did this week. I didn't do the crochet pom-pom. I didn't have the patience to do another crochet pom-pom. I've done a normal fluff ball pom-pom. But he's now done. I haven't done, let's put him up that end, you can see him then. Sit there. I didn't put any weight in the bottom of that, so perhaps I should have done. I haven't done his candy cane yet. So I may do that before I put them away after Christmas. Not too worried about that at the moment. I'm just going to look at my notes a minute. Yep, that's that done. My only other knitting at the moment is my Christmas jumper for me. And I am doing this in truffle glitz. I'm doing pattern 6052. Yeah, 6052. That's the pattern. This is the sunlight coming through the blinds, I'm afraid, sorry. And I've done it a little bit longer, but I like the short sleeve. I've now done the body. I did it in the round, then I split for the raglan, and we'll see how it goes anyway. There's the back of the neck. Now this yarn is so soft and fluffy. It feels very liquid. It's got a beautiful feel to it, but woe betide you if you drop a stitch. Hence having that there, because you cannot see the stitches. It's so fluffy. All of these came off of this stitch holder, and I managed to pick them all up, and then when I looked at it again, I've missed one, so I've caught it for now. So I'm about to do the stitches, the sleeves for this one. They're only short sleeves, so it won't take long. And then I'll be able to hopefully wear that for our Christmas day, which is the 21st this year. No worries if I don't. It's just a jumper. I'll be too busy enjoying my daughter's company and the grandchildren. So that is my actual knitting all up to date for you. I did get in the post this wonderful book called Magical Knits from the North. There we go. All the information you need on there. And I don't mind a bit of colour work, so I got this as a bit of a lookbook. I'm not sure if I'll make anything from it really, but there's a couple of items in here I do quite like the look of. I will show you the close-ups of the items in it. I do like those mittens there with the crow on. I thought they were rather nice. Those socks are cute. And I do like his jumper on him. Yeah, so it is quite a bit of a lookbook, but I may actually, maybe one day, put together thoughts on making one of those. I've got a colour work sweater in the pipeline at the moment. I'm not a monogamous knitter, but I don't like having lots of bits in my to-do whips. So yeah, I think I should make a list of what I want to do. There's this make 9 thing I've heard of, and then you can put the things you really would like to make and then cross them off as you do them. Excuse me. So maybe I'll do that. I'm not too sure. I do have my list up on the notice board. Anyway, moving on from knitting and crochet, which I've been quite productive with this week, I think, considering what time of year it is. I'll go on to the stitchy things now. And I did get my, I managed to fall off the system for my Angels Among Us aprons. They had a little bit of a glitch. So I didn't get my winter or Christmas apron until this week, and I got them both together after I asked. So I've managed to do Angelica's Christmas apron, which she was rather relieved about. She thought she was being missed out. The little cutout bow for the wreaths and the gifts was too fiddly, so I made it into out of ribbon, and I've stuck beads on. Hi guys, hello. Have you finished cooking in the kitchen? Have you? Have you all finished cooking in the kitchen? That's good. Is that what you made? Okay. Right then. Now I liked her having something in her arms, and I was going to make her something, and then on this tree here it's full of little things that I've made, including this little mini angel, and she matches in with her apron rather nicely. So instead of hanging the little angel on the tree, Angelica's holding her little mini me angel. I'll insert a picture of the ornaments on this tree, and then you can see what I mean. I've made them a long time. They were things I've picked up over the years. So that is Angelica up to date. I will get on with her winter one for the new year. And the Christmas Advent cross stitch one, I did finish the edging, and I finished all the numbers, and I've just started filling in some of the boxes. The idea of doing it daily has very much gone out the window, but I'm okay with that. They will start making sense, I'm sure, by the end of this week, and next Advent Vlogvent day, you'll be able to see them more. So I think, yep, I think I've caught you all up to date with everything. My desk I've gone through systematically, and I obviously need to pay some people attention now. If Daddy's just made his lunchtime, it must be their lunchtime too. So I'm going to go off and feed the dogs. I'll leave you with a very short clip of some of our decorations I've put up around the house and the trees. And I wish you well for the week. I hope you're not too stressed by the situation and you're getting on quite calmly with everything. And looking forward to the big day soon. So take care, keep creating, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.